What is up, guys? I'm back for another review, and I'm actually going to be starting a series of reviews that I'll be doing over the next couple of weeks, and that will be for the Star Wars movies. That's right, Star Wars. I consider Star Wars to be my all-time favorite film franchise, and probably my favorite thing in the world. I mean, look, this is one of like 100 posters I have hanging up right now. So I decided I'm going to just review all 7 of the movies. Now then, yes, I do say 7. I'm only going to be doing the live action theatrical releases. So that means I won't be covering the Clone Wars movie or the TV shows. Micro series still counts. I don't care if Disney says it's not canon. Or Rebels or the Droids cartoon or the Ewok movies. So I'm sorry for those of you who want me to talk about Caravan of Courage. I won't. Maybe in a future video I'll do it. But now I had to decide, how do I do this? Do I go chronologically or do I do it how they were released? Because I can't do it how I saw the movies, because just a funny story before I start my review, which I'll be doing chronologically. If you can't tell, it says Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. The way I saw Star Wars was I saw The Phantom Menace first in the year 2000. And at that time, there were only 4 Star Wars movies. So I saw Phantom Menace, A New Hope, Empire, and Jedi, and then Attack of Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So the way I saw Star Wars movies, a little screwed up. But regardless, let's start this review off. So, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace stars Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman. The film takes place 30 years before the events seen in the original trilogy. It takes place during the time in which the Empire is not existent and the Republic is experiencing peace after such a dark period of war between the Jedi and the Sith. The film starts off with Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn as Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi going to settle a trade dispute between the Trade Federation and the planet Naboo, whom the Trade Federation has begun blockading. However, when the Jedi arrive there, they realize they're not welcome when the Neimoidians, the Trade Federation, attempt to kill them. They escape to the planet and they meet a local, Jar Jar Binks. We'll get to him later. And they journey to the capital city, in which they rescue the queen and are able to escape. However, their hyperdrive is leaking and they must stop off on a planet which ends up being Tatooine, in which Qui-Gon Jinn meets Anakin Skywalker, who, spoiler alert, would become the evil and feared Darth Vader in his later years of life. So, The Phantom Menace. Let's talk about the benefit in the room here. This is considered to be the most hated, I'm not even going to say hated Star Wars movie. I think this is considered to be one of the most hated movies ever. And to be honest, I can see why, but I don't hate the movie. I think it's much more, I was a total prequel generation kid, and so I'm always going to have fonder memories of those films than people who grew up in the 70s and 80s or even the 90s when it was just the original trilogy. What do I think of the cast? Liam Neeson, I think, is great. Qui-Gon Jinn is actually one of my favorite Star Wars characters. He doesn't get to do a lot in this movie, but old canon expanding rivers, he was a badass. Ewan McGregor, I think, is great in this movie, even though he's not given a lot to do. Natalie Portman, I think she does okay. The character writing for her is not the best, but she works with what she has. Jake Lloyd gets crapped on way too much. He was 7 when he did it. He's a kid. Leave him alone. It wasn't his fault. He was given the line to say wizard. Well, technically that wasn't him, that was his friend Kickster. And I just lost all my subscribers by knowing a character in The Phantom Menace. And then, of course, Ahmad Best as Jar Jar Binks, the most loved Star Wars character ever. I can't even say that with a straight face. Why does everyone hate Jar Jar? I mean, sure, he's whiny and annoying, but wasn't that exactly what C-3PO was in the original trilogy? I mean, come on. All C-3PO did was whine. The odds of successfully navigating an asteroid field are 3,720 to 1. Is it because of his voice? I mean, I guess, but again, like how I've never really hated the Phantom Menace, I never really saw the hate for Jar Jar. Then again, I think it was the target age of 3-4 years old when I saw this movie to buy the toy, so I never minded him. Of course, can't go through this movie without mentioning Ray Park as Darth Maul. This guy is a badass. Darth Maul has always remained my second favorite villain in the Star Wars universe, behind Darth Vader, of course. I thought he was so cool. The only problem is they kill him off in the first movie, but thankfully Clone Wars and Rebels, spoiler alert, have resurrected him, so it's cool. The action in the movie I think is really great. The final lightsaber duel, although you don't get much in the way of investment with the characters, it's Nick Gillard did a fantastic job. I would put the lightsaber duel at the end of this movie in my top 5 lightsaber battles. So overall, what do I think of the movie? It's not Attack of the Clones, but it's not Revenge of the Sith either. Really, for me, it is middle of the road for me. It's good. I like it a lot. But I mean, listen, I know this movie is hated, and I'm just trying to show that I don't hate the movie. There are a lot of things I like in the movie, but of course I have to get to the point of having agreed. I'm going to give The Phantom Menace a C+. Okay. So, that's my thoughts and opinion on Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. What are your thoughts and opinions on it? Do you hate the movie? Are you like me and you don't really see totally the hate? Now that C+, I realize that it has terrible dialogue. That character motivations are not the best, but I still like it. Wouldn't give it an F. So, sound off in the comments and let me know if you want to see more of my Star Wars reviews. Wait, they'll be coming in the upcoming weeks. And you can subscribe to my channel to see all the other videos I did. I actually just did a trailer reaction to Rogue One. Alright, so I'll see you guys around. May the Force be with you.